Alright, for this video, I'm doing something different today. I grabbed a couple packs from the store, and I got some of the things I ordered off of TGC Player. TCG Player, yep. I always say it backwards, so I always have to think about it. So I was just going to go show you what I opened up so far today. Nothing, not like our official opening up videos like I do official. But, something cool I got for this one is Vice Admiral Rampart. Guess I should say this is from the Secrets of Power set here. Vice Admiral Rampart. I like this one because for me, my friends were recently watching The Bad Batch, and I didn't realize. I know The Bad Batch themselves, how the clones have cards, but Vice Admiral Rampart has a card. 4 for 3/6, and it's on attack. You disclose 2 green and a black. Give an experience token to up to 2 other units. So pretty good that way. And then the other good card I got a Hyperspace Cassian Andor here. 2 for a 2/2. But the big thing is when this unit is defending, the attacker gets -2/-0. If an enemy ability would deal damage to this unit, prevent 2 of that damage. So as far as I can tell, the way my friends have played it when they've had this card, is it just takes 2 less damage no matter what's hitting it. Very good card. My friend actually recently used this. I guess it was Thursday. Today is Saturday, so a few days ago. He had this card out, and it stayed out there for a long time because no one wanted to hit it just because it would take 2 less damage than what I was hitting it for. So it's like I'd rather do some full damage to something else. So good card. Glad to have it. The leader in this one was Colonel Yularen. I actually have this hyperspace card already, but his ability is awesome. You attack with a unit, then you may attack with another unit that costs less. So great ability. He does the same thing as a leader, but he's a 5 for a 4/6. And you can only do that after he's done attacking. So, yep, awesome. Then we got a green base here, Coruscant, Senate Rotunda. Pretty classic. I like that. Then we got a Senator's Aid, 2 for 0/3. When you have the initiative, this unit gets +2/+0. So it only does damage if you have the initiative. I actually really like the Secrets of Power set. I think it gets slept on a little bit, but I think it's fun. So I got some more of the cards there. 1 cost for a 1/3. 1 played and 1 defeated, you heal 1 damage from your base, so 2 total. So I guess that's what it's taken. It has 3 health, 1, 1, 3. So pretty good. 4 for a Nubian Star Skiff. 4, 4, 4. When you control an official unit, this unit gains restored 2. So a big thing in this set obviously are the officials. So I believe this one's an official, and I don't know if any of the other cool cards I got were official. So he's Fringe, whatever that means. He is official. That makes sense to me. But yeah, it's all centered around officials and stuff, so makes sense. 6 for a 3/7, restore 3. Sneak Exhibition, 2 for a 1/1, upgrade, and you can use this as a plot, so you can have it resourced and then play it when you play your leader. 2 for Clandestine Connections. Attached unit, so it's a +1/+1, and an attached unit has on attack you may pay 2, and if you do, deal 2 damage to a base. So this gives it a 3/3, 2 of which are guaranteed to hit the base as long as you pay for it. So that's pretty cool. Warrior of Clan Ordo, 2 for 3/3. On attack you may disclose a red card. If you don't, you deal 2 damage to your base. So this one I haven't really used. I have it, but I typically resource it just because it gives me no benefit. Unless you just have red in your hand. I mean, sure, it's good because it does cost effectively, like 2 for 3/3 solid. So I guess that's what you're paying for. But I mean, if you have red in your hand already, it's not bad. Unruly Astromech, 3 for 3/2. When defeated, exhaust an enemy unit. Very cool. So it's also hidden for the first phase. Inspiring Senator, 3 for a 3/3 Republic official. When defeated, the next official unit you play this phase costs 1 less. AAT Incinerator, 5/3/6. When played, you deal 1 damage to each of up to 4 other ground units. If no friendly units were damaged by this ability, deal 2 damage to your base. So this one has ups and downs. I mean, if you can just hit something for 1, that's probably what I would do. But hit something that, like Ogdo Bogdo, that needs to be hurt to be used, and then he heals himself after the phase. I would use it on that. I would use it on the 5th brother that can be readied once he gets hurt. And then, what else? Oh, Cassian Andor, actually, wherever he's at. Because if you had this card and you're just like, okay, I'm dealing 2, I'll do a damage to him, and then I'll do damage to 3 other enemy units. So you did technically do damage to him, but he negates it, so you didn't actually hurt him. So that'd be a great use for that card. No One Ever Knew, 2 for a white-black here. For each friendly official, exhaust an enemy unit. So if you're playing an official deck, like I have one, that means all your units are officials. So for every unit you have out, you exhaust the enemy unit, and then you hit them with stuff. So pretty good. Sprong Ride. So this is the foil one, I believe. Feels nicer. It's kind of shinier there. You might be able to see that. It exhausts 2 enemy resources. So pretty good. I mean, you're getting someone a little behind you because of that. So that's nice. And I think out of this pack, I think Cassian Andor is probably the best card, like gameplay wise. And then easily, well, I guess not easily, but I think I like this one the best just because I like this character is all. He's a cool ability, but this Cassian Andor's ability is way good. Anyway, so there's that one. And this one's a Legend of the Force. I wanted to get some more Force units, so I picked up a couple packs of them. Cal Kestis. Use the Force, and an opponent chooses a ready unit, they control and exhaust that unit. So that's really good. So, I mean, it's not overpowered, because if you got to choose it, that'd be crazy. I mean, I'm assuming you'd use a base. Yeah, just like this. When a friendly Force unit attacks, the Force is with you. So every time you attack, you get the Force, and then you're just like, okay, using the Force, and your best thing's exhausted every time. Not quite, but still good. And yeah, so that was the Shadowed Undercity there, 28 health base. Lothcat, 2 for a 2/1. When played and when defeated, you may exhaust a ground unit. So, dang, so he's exhausting them, and then you play this, and you're exhausting them. So, pretty good. 3 for a 3/4 Fallen Jedi. So, he's a Sith now, apparently. A Cyclops Sith. I have no idea who this is supposed to be. It's pretty cool, though. Will of the Force, 4 cost, return a non-leader to its owner's base. Oh boy. Return a non-leader unit to its owner's hand. You may use the Force. If you do, that person discards a random card from their hand. So you make something go back, and then you discard it if you use the Force. Nice. Kowanakin Monkey Lizard, 2 for a 2/1 Ambush. I mean, pretty good. It's held as super low, but with Ambush, it hopefully can just hit something real quick and then get out of there, I guess. That's basically what it's for. Sorcerous Blast for 1 cost. Use the Force, and if you do, deal 3 damage to a unit. Very nice. So it's like a lightning bolt, I think, in Magic, I believe it is what it's called. So, very nice. 1 for a Point Rain Reclaimer. When played, if you control a Jedi unit, you may give an experience token to this unit. It's a 1 for a 1/2. Crushing Blow. 3. To defeat a non-leader unit that costs 2 or less. Pretty good. Just a kind of spot cleanup there. Nice. Attuned Phrynic. 2 for a 4/1 and hidden. Very nice. We got Stinger Mantis. 5 for a 4/6. When played, you may deal 2 damage to an exhausted unit. I mean, that's pretty good. It's only taking... I mean, it evens out anyways, so it's a pretty good card. Ezra Bridger. Attuned with Life. 3 for a 3/5. On attack, you give an experience token to another creature or Spectre unit. Nice. I like this card a lot, actually, but I think I have one. I haven't used it much, though. Directed by the Force, it's a 1 cost. When the Force is with you, create a Force token. You may play a unit from your hand. Oh, the Force is with you, so it gives you the Force. And then you pay something from your hand. That's nice. Oh, and Rey. Heck yeah. With Palpatine's Power. 5/5/5. When you draw this card during the action phase, you control a red leader or base. You may reveal this card from your hand. If you do, deal 2 damage to a unit and 2 damage to a base. So you get to reveal this card if you pull it. Although you have to be careful with when you pull it, because if you pull it and take it to your hand, then you could technically just be like, oh, this card was Rey. You know, I just drew this. I put it into my card. I'm like, oh, look what I just drew. See? So it's best to like take it off the pile and be like, Rey, see? So pretty good. Then I'll do these cards at the same time. I believe it's the last one because they're the same card. I knew that because I opened it. This one's a hyperspace foil, however, so it's pretty nice. And it's a Magistrate's Scout. 3 for a 2/4 with Restore, which is when this unit attacks, heal 2 damage from your base. So it's a pretty solid card. 3 for a 2/4. And it has Restore 2 though, so a lot of things have Restore 1. That's pretty common, so it's nice that it has more than that. So it's a pretty solid card. If you're playing blue, it wouldn't hurt to go in there. I think it's just blue. Oh, it's blue-black. Still, I would put it in there. Alright. Enough for the Star Wars cards for now. That's everything I bought today. But I did order some stuff off TGC Player, so let's get into that. I haven't talked about much of my plan for the deck here on this channel at all, or any channel, just to my friends. But I have 2 in mind. I can maybe combine it into 1, but I want it to be 2. So first, I'm going to show you something cool. This is not what I ordered. This is a random card from a different game. I don't think I'll say the seller, but the seller just gave me a random card along with the one I actually bought. So I'm not mad at all. Like, it's really nice. I think the goal is because you get this card and you look it up and you're like, what the heck is this? And apparently this is part of the Gundam card game. I don't play that. But they give it to you to be like, hey, look into this. And maybe you'll play it, kind of thing. So I respect it. It's cool that they did that. I showed off a little bit, but I don't play it, so I have no idea if this is good or bad. It could be a token. I don't know. Anyways, this is what I ordered. Phallus Shadowcat Familiar. Legendary creature, Nightmare Cat. Commanders you control with Menace and Death Touch. Commanders you control have Menace and Death Touch, and partners. So you have two commanders. So this one is one of the 2. I have a lot less plans for, actually, than the other one. But this cat, I got this one because it looks and feels like it would be my cat. So I'm the boy, and he's a hairless sphinx, so he does not look like a demon cat, alright? But I thought it'd be fun to make me and my cat deck. So I have I was mostly basing it off the abilities. That I thought would work well, but I want to make a cat centered around me and my cat, or a deck themed around me and my cat. So there's that. Let me see if I can pull up the right one. But yeah, so there's that one. That'd be fun. I thought about changing the art. So I don't know how I would do that to make it of my cat. Or just remember he's my cat, I guess. That's all I'll have to do. I'm going to put that back in there. Come on. There we go. I think it's probably in here. I wanted to show you the one I wanted to go with it first before I get into anything crazy. Let me take a second to find it. Okay, so I got it now. I don't know why my camera's trying to focus on that. So I actually got two of these because like I said, I thought about putting the art of my cat on it, but I got two cards just in case I messed it up. So, yeah. The one I thought would go well with it is this one. So this one's a 2 and a black. This one's 3 white and a black. So this one, I guess, technically would be me. I don't think I'm an angel or anything like that, but he's a Ravo Soul Tender. So legendary creature, human cleric. My camera keeps like centering on. I don't want you to look at that. Look at this. All right, so that's better. Other creatures you control get a +1/+1, which is nice, and I'll show you why later while I was considering putting these into the same giant deck I want to make. But this, for now, these two are the only ones I know for sure I want to go together. So, at the beginning of your upkeep, you may return target creature from your graveyard to your hand and partner. So you have 2. And this is the other one I would want to have. So the reason why I did these, because I wanted, so he has flying, so he's hard to hit, I guess me, and you get everything in +1, so I'd make this one a 3/3 anyways. And then I thought about Voltroning my cat up, so I'd give him tons of artifacts, give him a bunch of counters, something like that. It just hit it, but if anything kills it, I just bring it right back, because I have this guy that will bring it back from the dead. Plus, she gives herself Death Touch and Menace. So, it takes 2 creatures to block her, and they'll die. So, careful who you block. But yeah, pretty good. I think anyways, that's why I got it. Alright. Next. So, everything else kind of goes in the same deck. And this is what I was thinking. Well, I can actually take that back. First, we'll look at these. I know I ordered these. You probably think I'm dumb or weird. I actually do have some Spider-Man, but I haven't gotten around to opening them yet on the channel. So, Spider-Ham, Peter Porker, 1 in a green. When he enters, you create a food token. And Animal Mayhem. Others: spiders, boars, bats, bears, birds, cats, dogs, frogs, jackals, lizards, mice, otters, rabbits, raccoons, rats, squirrels, turtles, and wolves all get +1s. So, nice. It just gives everyone everything. So, there is a card I want to get eventually that it gives you every creature type. That's what it says. So, I don't know if you just have to own it, but in my head, whatever creature type I need, if it says on the card, I'll activate the other card. That's how I think of it in my head. That may not be true, but pretty good. Spider-Man Noir actually fits somewhat into the deck I'm building, but he has Menace, and when a creature you control attacks alone, you put a +1 counter on it. Then you survey X, where X is the number of counters on it. So you look at the top X cards, and then put any of them into the graveyard, and the rest on top. So he is just black, so I thought about putting him with these ones over here, like me and my cat, so he can just start shoving things in the graveyard for me. And then I can be like, okay, let me survey. Okay, this is what I want. I'm going to put it in the graveyard. So next time I can pull it right out, and I don't have to put it straight in my hand. I don't have to worry about drawing it. So, pretty good. Then we got the actual builders of the deck. So, I take that kind of back because I realized there's some pieces that I'm missing. I'll start with these because I've said it so many times. So these are the two commanders that I'll be using for the commander deck. Obviously, they're partners, right? So first you got Slurk, all ingesting. So legendary creature Ooze. All ingesting enters the battlefield and give 5+1 counters to it. So it's a 5/5. And then when this one or another creature dies, if it had +1 counter on it, put a +1 counter on each creature you control that has a +1 counter on it. So you might be able to see where this is going to go. I'm going to have a lot of a lot of, I guess, +1/+1 tokens, I guess you could say that, out. That's what I want to do. That's what this is centered around. That means every time something dies, it's not a waste. It goes to all the other creatures, one little bump up if I fail and die with something. Then I will have this guy as the other commander that goes with it. Oh, I took the sleeve off when I did that. I somehow did that. Technical difficulties, guys, and regular difficulties. Where's the sleeve? There it is. Oh, it's in the sleeve. Anyways. So he gave all +1/+1s another +1 when that +1 died. He enters with 3 +1/+1 counters on him. And then when a creature you control dies or is put into a command zone, if it had one or more +1/+1 counters, you may put that many +1/+1 counters on target creature. So you can see how this is building already. So something dies. This guy, Ooze guy, gives all the other one +1/+1s up another +1. This guy gives all of them that were on that creature onto another creature. Probably a creature that didn't have any +1 counters yet. Now it does. So it's gonna build up fast, I believe. I mean, to start it, all I have to do is kill my commander. So I have to get them out. And I feel like once you start it once, it'll be able to launch faster. So it'll be nice. So there's that. I'm going to put it in the sleeve. Okay, so now those are in the sleeve. What's left to look at is this one. So I'm not going to take it out of the sleeve. You're just going to have to bear with my reflection a little bit. So this one is my constant lattice, or whatever it's called. I don't know how to pronounce it. So this one is actually nice because I got it after seeing my friend use it, and it does the exact ability that I need for another, actually different deck I was going to make. I could technically put all these three into one. I feel like this one would be better on its own though, because the Donatello I want to use, he takes +1/+1, so I guess technically this would be following the same sort of idea. He takes +1/+1 counters off of artifacts and puts them on something else. So he does it for creatures. Donatello does it for artifacts. So, and this makes everything, all permanents are artifacts in addition to the other types. So everything is an artifact. So something dies, Donatello will be able to move those +1/+1 counters around. This one at the moment doesn't do that for anything other than creatures. So, and then onto the gold. So this is the Magicka Lattice, whatever you say. So they're all artifacts. And then all cards that are on the battlefield, spells, and permanents are colorless. So now you can pay any mana with any mana for any cost with any mana after you get this out. And then players may spend mana as though they're of any color. So pretty solid card. So that is kind of what I have today for you. I don't have anything crazy. I mean, some of these cards, like these two, this one's an uncommon, so this one wasn't even that hard to find, apparently. You can kind of see me in there. It probably wasn't that hard to find when the set was new. This one was rare. I don't know. CM2, CMR. I have no idea if that's even close to the same release. 2018, 2020. Oh, wow, okay. This card's a lot older than I thought it was. That's pretty cool that it's pretty nice, you know. I guess people keep them nice, so I shouldn't be too surprised. Anyway, so pretty good. Of all the cards here, it's hard to pick which one I like the best. Honestly, one of these two commanders is probably... I like this guy because he takes all of the counters off and puts them on something else. I mean, because if you have... I was thinking about using this, so putting that in there, I could technically put both of them in there because it matches the colors still. I probably would. I'm not losing anything. This guy doesn't super fit on it, but he does give counters, so if I have any animals that are black or... I'll have to think about that, actually. Anyway, so this one might be good because he just does one creature at a time. This one is like if you attack with one creature at a time, they get stronger. So if I have them out, maybe I'll start doing it one at a time. Be like, okay, do your best shot. I'm going to hit you with however many counters I got, plus one more. And even if they kill it, okay, bam. He just put all of them on someone else. And this guy just beat up plus one everyone else that didn't get that one. Well, that one too, actually. So it's a win-win for me, honestly. Whether you take the damage or you kill it. I just made my stuff stronger, so it'll be even harder to kill it than next time I hit you, which is the whole goal. So this is the closest thing to a broken deck I've ever thought about making. And I feel like it's pretty well in the rules and not unfun. I still have to get a lot of creatures out and start the +1 counters, so that's something. I swear there was a Raphael card, or maybe it's a different turtle, but it's like when you attack or something, you get him. I don't know. Never mind. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, good pulls here. I think if I had to pick one card, it's probably going to be this one, just because it looks like I have it in my mind that it looks like my cat. So that's it. And me and my cat will terrorize the world. So this guy looks kind of like an angel, but he's like a death life angel. I don't really know what he is. Technically, he's human, I guess. But he's cool. So this is technically me. And then this is my cat. So pretty cool. I think this one will be fun too. I feel like this one will be more of a fun deck. I just want to put like artifacts to get this guy pumped up as much as possible. And then put a bunch of artifacts in there to just put everything on my cat. My cat will just destroy the world. That's kind of what I wanted to do for fun. And if you kill him, I just bring him back. So good luck with getting rid of him. So, anyways, this was my favorite one. And whoa, look at that. What's that over there? Whoa.